I am currently sitting on a chair in a cemetery that's around broken graves. So this video we're doing is about the Millroad Cemetery in Cambridge. And we do get some interesting things in this video. So, you know, without further ado, I hope you enjoy. And, yeah, enjoy this lovely, lovely paranormal video. There'll be more of these to come.
Do you believe in ghosts?
'Cause you will after this. We're here to see if it's haunted.
In this series of slushy games, we'll be investigating the Millroad Cemetery.
Welcome to Slushy Paranormal,
Where we make the paranormal slush from their tits.
What are we doing tonight, boys?
Gangbang. That's not right.
And to the Millroad Cemetery.
I'll be back.
Where, believe it or not, the Millroad Cemetery is also very holy, as it's in the shape of a cross when you follow the paths.
Is it?
And then, yes, and then when you go to the centre, that is where most of the energy is located, and that's where we'll be doing Ouija board.
Ooh. Well, I would say that we can see, but we can't. But hopefully,
Come on someone's tits.
I can kind of see Warren in the dark. It's slightly raining as well.
I just burped up sick.
Lucky for me, I live literally down the corner from the
Me too, I
graveyard.
live right next door.
Can't even fucking see anything. It's slightly raining as well, which is great.
He's the whitest white man that I know.
Right, well, we're at the graveyard and there's a dog. We found this grave. I'm going to put the camera on and then we're doing the Ouija board.
Zozo's among us. I can feel it.
Does anyone have anything to say? Warren?
Oh, I'm not prepared for this. I've always been told to not mess with Ouija boards, but this is the first time for everything.
Yes.
Oh, I'm prepared, especially when this one's been saying the
2 in the pink,
the
7
wrong
in the
words.
stink, my guys.
Yeah.
Blow hot chicken breast. 3 time Bloody Mary. Can you get that shit out of my face? Get out of my face!
Hi, it's Editing Ezra here. This video is a really weird video because we filmed it and it's hard because I've got to now piece it together. So you're going to go through this, which is me editing and explaining things, to then me and Warren explaining things on the actual video. So basically, we are doing a Ouija board at this point in time. And I am using an app called Necromorphic, and we are just seeing what the ghosts say. So, basically, I'm just going to play the footage, you're going to watch the footage and see what the ghosts say, and then we're going to move on to the next bit. Because there's no point in me coming back to you as Editing Ezra, then explaining what they're saying, because I'm going to write it on the screen anyway, and then it might fit into something or another. So, bye. What we're doing right now is we're about to do a Ouija board. I'm getting that app up to hear voices. And we're going to see what happens. Is there anybody here that would like to contact us?
Is there anybody here that would like to speak with us? If there is anybody here, may it either talk to us through the board or the speaker.
No. That was a no. If there's anybody there, please can you speak through the board? Please, we'd like to speak to someone, if we may. That's sure thing.
Yeah, I know. That's what I heard as well.
Yeah. Well, if you said sure thing, please can we speak then?
Come on,
That was a
Granddad.
yeah.
I'd like to speak to my granddad.
if you are here, maybe rustle the light, the candle. Blow the candle. As you can see here, I asked the spirits to rustle the candle. I don't really know what rustling a candle means. I meant flicker the candle. But instead of that, we actually get something happen, and that is noises of movement in the background, like someone's walking or rustling something. Coincidence? I don't know. Then straight after that fact, a blade of grass can actually be seen flickering about, and, you know, it doesn't do it again or beforehand.
If there is anybody here, move the planchette to the yes.
How strange is that? Suddenly the light starts to flicker and fiddle just after we tell it to move around. And this definitely wasn't a bug, because me and Warren were both aware of the light at all times. Warren does actually mention this later, but I had no idea. Please may you give us a sign that someone is there. How? Well, use the board. Would be lovely. Or do something with the candle, like make it flicker, or blow out, if you're strong enough to do that.
Or fling one of us in the air.
Is there nobody here then to speak to us through the board? Wait. Did you say Mandy? Gone?
Gone, yeah, I heard that one.
Where are you gone? Where have you been taken?
Oh, I can't say his name.
Do you like the Ouija board or no? No, that was a no.
Would you like us to talk through the speaker? Or would you like us to find perhaps a different area? Perhaps older?
Would you like us to stop speaking through the Ouija board? Go on. Okay, we'll say goodbye through the Ouija board and we'll just keep speaking to you through other manners. So goodbye.
Goodbye.
Blow that out. So as you saw, unfortunately the Ouija board did not work. That could be due to the presence or spirits not wanting to communicate through it, or the fact that the Ouija board that I actually have is a very... it's not a smooth material for the planchette to slide across, so even when you push down on it, it doesn't actually work that well. I mean, you can hear what the app is saying and what's been said back to us, of course.
Through the light from my phone camera decided to actually flicker and dim down, which it's never done before.
Oh really?
And I wonder if the camera did pick it up.
Oh tits! So nothing from what I can tell has happened, but obviously we'll go through this footage. This light is so bright. Ooh, spooky.
I did see that flicker.
Is there anything behind me?
I did see that.
Is there anything behind me?
Yeah,
Is there anything want to pop out behind me, yeah? Come on,
I'm
spirits!
not going to say his name.
Spirits! Come get me! Let's have a shadow figure. Let's have a shadow figure. Anyone want to show themselves behind someone? Yeah? Are you going to manifest yourself?
What is your name? Mercy.
Nurse. Right, well, thank you so much. We are going to go now. Thank you for reaching out with us. Hopefully we'll find some more through the footage. But for now, goodbye. I just said end. Okay, so what we're going to do now is Warren's going to set up his phone to record, and we're just going to see if we can get anything through on an EVP.
So, spirits of the graveyard, or may it be the grave that we're at. Someone just like to shine the light on the grave quickly, might be able to. There you go. So, Mr. Parr, who used to be a gunner, probably in World War II, would you like to talk to us? Perhaps tell us what it was like to live in those times? If so, if you might not be able to talk to us or show yourself to us in the physical world, maybe talk to us through the electrical world, through my phone. Is there a message you would like us to send to anyone, perhaps maybe to people around the world? Because we know that there has been activity within the graveyard before, especially in the centre. May it be that you're not here right now, but if so, what we'll do is we'll talk amongst ourselves, and if you feel like you want to join into the conversation, just talk through the phone. And then there will also be more stories to be heard as well, as I've had a lot of stuff happen throughout my childhood and throughout my times when growing up in the countryside, from stories from when I've gone out with friends and we've experienced mythical legends like the Hitchhiking Man of Brandon, which has also been put into a police newspaper, where someone had saw a man walk into the middle of the road, hit the car, damaged the car, but there was no one or nothing to have been seen. And there was a full police report on it and everything, and he is still a phenomenon to this day, which you'd usually find on the Berry Road, going past the country park. Then also another story, there's a couple of stories when it comes to the country park. There is usually the girl which stands on the lake, which was a girl which had drowned in the lake when younger, about a couple of 100 years ago. Cigarette almost got wet. And then there's also the I was going to say hitchhiker, but it's not a hitchhiker, the lumberjack man as well, which is if you was to hit a tree 3 times, you should get a response, and then the louder the response gets, the closer he gets. And it was one of probably the creepiest experiences which I've ever had before, because back when you had the little blackberries, so probably a good old 8 years ago now.
Yeah, fucking ages ago.
We would take photos, try to do voice recordings, and we took a photo of a group of us, and there was nothing. We put just the girls there, and then there was a mist of a man with an axe leaning over one, and then as soon as a couple of us got back into the photo, the people with the camera freak out because the photo took a photo and a face popped up on the screen, and then the phone died. And then as soon as they turned the phone back on, everything was erased and the phone had factory resetted itself. So that means they lost all of their contacts, everything like that.
That's probably more scary than the actual ghost. At this point, this is where things get interesting. Firstly, as we get up from the EVP/Ouija board session, our friend who also came along with us, Kingsley, felt like something was hurting his stomach, grabbing hold of it, or his stomach was in knots. Well, as we...
Well, I think they're fucking with me, mate. Since we sit down, my stomach's been feels like it's in a knot, and I don't like it.
Anxiety.
I don't like it.
So you feel like you've been kicked in the stomach?
Literally, since I sat down.
Shit, wow.
This feels like something's turning my inside.
Is that you hurting Kingsley's stomach?
Well, if you are, please.
It said, yeah, me.
I thought it sounded no, not me.
Oh. When we're walking to the middle of the graveyard, which is apparently the most haunted bit, Warren's face in one of the scenes is it morphs. Like, I don't know whether it's just because the camera's in the dark or whatever, but his face literally has like a lump on his thing. Like, I'll put the footage here now, obviously, but there's like a lump on his face and he looks so concerned. And apparently he said that he felt the calmest he's felt in a long, long time. Doesn't look that way. Doesn't look that way. And then lastly, before we exit the graveyard, in the middle of the graveyard, an orb flies right in front of my face. The graveyard. As I'm asking if there's anyone there, it's an orb. It's flying up, not down. Orb. Paranormal orb. Thank you for watching the video. I hope it's not... So, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope it's not too long. I've really struggled with editing this video, to be honest with you, because we filmed it a long time ago, hence why I've now got a big bushy beard. It's been that long. A lot has happened since then, and it's been really hard to get back into editing videos. So this video may feel a bit sloppily edited together, and it might feel a bit rough around the edges, but I'm really trying. Next time we go on a paranormal hunt, there'll be more footage on the actual hunt, and less of me talking to you like this, and more of all three of us actually doing the paranormal hunts. So please do subscribe down below, click the bell notification, like it, share, and I will see you for the next video on this channel, whatever it is. Cheers, guys.